What's going on, everyone? Today we're going to be watching and reacting to Fallout Season 1, Episode 6, which is titled The Trap. Oh boy, The Trap. Last episode ended with, of course, Lucy and Maximus getting stuck in a vault. I don't know if, they're necessarily stuck, but the title, The Trap, kind of implies that might be a trap. And that's kind of what I suspected at the end of last episode. So I guess we're going to have to wait and see what this actual vault's going to be like, but I'm so excited to watch it. Let's jump right into it. If you want to see the full lookout reaction, that'll be my Patreon. Links that will be in the description down below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's watch.
There, that's better.
Oh, so is this what he introducing the first vault? Well, it's Vault 4. I don't know if that's the first one or not. Yeah, they were preparing for this nuclear war for a while.
Now that right there is Vault 4's 3-foot thick lead casing. Strong enough to keep out the rads and the reds.
And the Reds.
Now, this isn't just your average all-American family. No, Lloyd and Cassandra here are both scientists, specializing in the effects of radiation on human DNA.
And we'll be living and working right here in Vault 4.
Do you think any of them actually suspected that it was going to end up actually happening, Because they're preparing for it.
Our family and a group of 80 volunteers will be conducting a 5-year trial of Vault 4.
Oh, interesting. Are they actually doing that? Or is this just what they're telling the public? I feel like they definitely weren't expecting it to happen. They just did it.
By purchasing a residence in a Vault-Tec vault today.
They did it for money reasons, Building off of people's, or profiting off of people's paranoia, But did they actually think it was going to happen? I don't know. They're on a set. This is not even the actual vault. It could be the actual vault. I don't know.
Because what is the ultimate weapon to destroy your competition? It's not outselling them. It's not outsmarting them. It's time.
And he's going to have a lot of time to live after becoming a ghoul.
There is a rap party.
All right, we go for a couple of hours, we shake a few hands.
It's at our house.
Oh.
The things I'm willing to do for you.
I only do it for close friends and beautiful women, but you two are already halfway there. I, Bartholomew Codsworth, am ever ready to serve.
That voice sounds familiar.
Fucking Hollywood Reds. I'm telling you, radicalism is sweeping through Hollywood like a bad case of the clap. They've even got your friend, Charlie Whiteknife.
Are you kidding me, Charlie?
He sounds like Malcolm McDowell, his voice.
Sell my vocal rights to that spinning robot they sell to housewives and perverts.
Oh, that's why his voice sounds familiar. He's the voice of the robot that we saw in episode 4. Oh, well, there you go.
Hollywood is the past. Forget Hollywood. The future, my friend, is products. You're a product, I'm a product. The end of the world is a product.
That's literally what I was talking about before. Little did they know it was actually going to happen.
I, Bartholomew Codsworth, am ever ready to serve.
I knew the voice sounded familiar. Who the hell are these guys?
Hello there, boys.
What are they? Sheriffs? Police?
Destroying a legitimate business? That's illegal around these parts.
Says who?
The government.
Okay. Are they the government, I guess? I don't think that really exists anymore, not officially at least. Oh, so they're in Vault 4 then. I mean, I think that's what they're going to show us. Yeah, this must be Vault 4. That's what we just saw in the beginning. Okay, but why do they have a trap going in there? Well, why do they have that?
Some teeth for ammunition. Always finding new ways to kill each other up there, aren't they?
That's what he was shot with? Teeth?
I gotta admit, it sure feels good to be back in a vault. I don't know if you've been to the surface, but it is not good.
I was born on the surface.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know. You seem so...
Normal. My mother was a courier. I was 11 and traveled with her to Philly. 3 days walk from home and we could still feel the heat from the blast.
You're from Shady Sands.
Many of us are. We were lucky to find such a hospitable community here in Vault 4.
I'm just trying to guess what they're gonna... what is gonna be wrong with them? What are they gonna be doing?
You smell good.
What? Oh. You wanna have sex?
What? Just like that?
You mean use my cock?
Yeah.
I don't know. That weird thing could happen. Well, it's just for some guys, not me. But for some guys, when they make it move, it gets all big and hard like a big pimple and then it pops. They say it could happen to anybody.
Bro, what the fuck was this brotherhood telling him?
That's actually completely normal. It happens all the time. Every time, ideally.
Yeah, because he wasn't raised around women, right? There wasn't a lot of women that he was raised around, as far as we know, at least.
We're not supposed to.
Okie dokie.
He's gonna do it anyways. test subjects. Yeah, there you go. I knew it was something, but I guess they're gonna get tested on. Probably something related to radiation. I don't know.
Some of these people are from the surface, like you.
I don't know, man.
This is a cult. Same as any.
It's not a cult.
Everyone's smiling.
Titus, this is a safe place. Now, we're stuck here until you're able to travel. So, give this place a shot.
Sorry to interrupt your breakfast, but our overseer wanted to say a quick hello. Overseer Benjamin, this is Lucy and Titus.
He's got one eye. Okay. Cool.
And obviously, welcome to Vault 4. Stay out of level 12.
That looks good, though.
And once again, welcome to Vault 4.
Eyes have to be the hardest things to CGI, but they're doing a pretty good job with it. I would think they are, right? Because I feel like they're the most human aspect of a person. You know, so it's really hard to get them right, I feel like. Oh, and he's got 2 noses? Don't want to be stinky around him. He'll know. He'll know you're stinky. Yeah, so I guess the radiation caused a lot of, like, mutations here.
That was weird, right?
Because a lot of them, I guess, are from the surface.
I'm talking about his eye.
Lots of people have one eye.
Well, yeah. I mean, his was in the middle. And the level 12 stuff, I mean...
Her acting is so good. Blue eyes? Wow. Well, no, very blue eyes. Obviously, blue eyes isn't a crazy thing, but like blue eyes like that, you know? The whole thing's blue.
I think about it. Quitting showbiz, buying us a ranch up in Bakersfield, back to being a real cowboy again. I've been reading too much news lately. Got me second guessing the whole city life.
Oh, she's got one of them now.
Oh, come on. You've seen these around.
Not on you, I haven't.
Bud Askins, he licensed them from Robco. We're integrating them with the Vault-Tec emission systems.
Bud Askins.
Bud Askins, trust me, I know. Vault-Tec exists with or without me. Doesn't do anyone any good to complain from the sidelines.
All I'm saying is, we have this one life. Do you really want to spend your 9 to 5s working with these assholes?
I need this job, Coop. It guarantees us a spot in the vault.
We've got money. We can buy a spot in the vault.
One of the good vaults.
Or some of them, well, yeah, we've seen that ourselves. Some of them are definitely better than others. Like they were mentioning 32 had a lot more supply, or no, 31 had a lot better education, better supplies than 33 did. I don't really know why or how that exactly happened, but it was definitely the case. Very interesting. Learning a lot more about the vaults this episode.
Vault-Tec's the fucking devil, man.
My wife works there. You really think Barb's a devil?
No, okay, I like Barb, okay? Do you know what fiduciary responsibility means?
Fiduciary responsibility? No. I have no fucking idea. I play a cowboy for a living.
So the U.S. government has outsourced the survival of the human race to Vault-Tec. And Vault-Tec is a private corporation that has the fiduciary responsibility to make money for its investors. And how does it make money? By selling vaults.
That's called capitalism, Charlie.
Yeah.
But they can't sell vaults if these peace negotiations go through. So Vault-Tec has the fiduciary responsibility to make sure that it don't work out.
Oh, I see what he's saying. He's saying that they're gonna want the war to actually happen so they make more money, but I could see them trying to sell the paranoia though. But like, what's the point of all the money if the world's essentially gonna end, you know?
Come on, man, you sound like you're in a cult.
You're sitting here defending a system that's ready to set the world on fire, Cooper.
That would be interesting if they were actually the ones who started this, but I have no idea. Or at the very least assisted in starting it.
You should learn the truth about where your wife works.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure what to think. A lot of flashbacks this episode. I like it though.
It's going to be hard on her. That's all.
What is?
You know, no dogs in the vaults.
Well, I guess we haven't seen any dogs in there.
Says who?
That's just that's the policy. Yeah, dogs eat meat. It's an avoidable inefficiency.
Well, they would take up more resources, that's true.
That's not really the question, is it?
Do they have to eat meat though? If you get like a lifetime supply of dog food?
Who decided that there were no dogs in the vault?
Well, I think that is a relatively trivial concern.
Wouldn't last forever, obviously.
Who makes the rules? Because no dogs allowed, that is the new rule. Somebody decided that and didn't share it with fucking anyone. I mean, what else do you have in store for us? Are the blue jumpsuits? Are those mandatory? What if I don't want to wear a blue jumpsuit? What if I want to wear a green one?
Interesting. Dude, this is really interesting.
I didn't go to war defending that freedom so that I could live in a cellar under the boot heel of Chairman Bud Askins.
And while you were away at war, I stayed home, imagining the worst. So you do not need to tell me how bad war is, Coop. Every day I go into work and I think about how humanity can survive a nuclear event that will wipe out 90% of life on Earth. And I come home and you're talking to me about hiding out at a ranch up in Bakersfield. Yeah, I don't even know what planet you're on sometimes, Coop. But when the bombs drop, a 2-hour drive ain't gonna cut it.
Damn.
None of it is ideal. But if billions of people are going to lose their lives, I will do whatever it takes to make sure the people I love, that is you and that is Janie, aren't among them.
Why is this shit so good?
I know you always try to do the right thing. That's what I love about you.
Yeah, I love that conversation because I didn't feel like I was on either person's side there. I really do feel like there's decent points being made all around. And that's how you know it's well written, you know? Like I get where both of them were coming from there.
Yep. That's how a toilet works.
He's explaining how a toilet works.
I'm from a vault.
So you are.
Well, she has the
Goosey
suit
McLean.
on.
Oh, no.
Goosey McLean.
You're from here?
5 generations, and proud of it.
Huh. Well, I just thought because
Because of the eye?
because so many people here seem to be refugees from the surface.
Tell me about it. These people, am I right? I grabbed a moldy one.
What do you mean by that?
They come in here with their smelly food and their weird ideas. You're from a vault, you get it?
I don't understand. If you don't like people from the surface, then why do you keep taking them in?
It's a policy from before my time. But these newcomers, let me tell you, if you want to get elected, you have to respect their traditions and tolerate them and not call them surfies. It's awful. What, you don't take in surface dwellers in your vault?
Well, these vaults are obviously very different. They didn't even open the vault doors back at their place. But opening the vaults, is that what caused some people here to get different mutations? I mean, maybe if they've been doing this forever, maybe that's why the radiation was able to affect them, even if he always lived here?
But it's like you can't make a funny joke about it without offending these guys. I mean, one funny joke.
What is he going on about?
What was the joke?
I forget. All I know is it was a huge bomb. Pretty good, right?
What is this guy?
What's on level 12 and why can't we go there?
Jeez, what's the matter with you?
Sorry,
You should go now.
I only wanted to...
Goodbye, Goosey.
Bro, who is the... Why? This guy's weird. He's... This whole place is freaking me out. Skedaddle? Who says skedaddle? Oh, they got his armor here?
Where do you guys get your power from?
Oh, is he gonna find a way to power the suit without the thing? The core? Infusion core, I think he called it, or something like that.
I see you found our fusion core.
You can't take their whole fusion core. They'll notice.
How are we adjusting to life down here?
Doesn't matter. I'm leaving soon, aren't I?
Some people who come here have a hard time adjusting to finally feeling safe. How about you sleep in a room of your own tonight? Have a hot shower. Nothing wrong with a little bit of comfort.
And when you say hot shower, what does that mean exactly?
His line delivery is so good. Oh, wow. Music has been great in this show, like the song choices. They always fit the scene so perfectly, especially when you actually read the lyrics. He's gonna want to stay, I'm telling you. But there's something odd going on here, man. I just don't know what it is.
Excuse me?
What is this?
Remembering Shady Sands? The fall of Shady Sands, but what happened? Was there another bomb? Yeah, that's the thing I don't really like. They keep going over it. Was there another bomb that dropped after the bombs already had dropped? Is someone trying to keep civilization from being able to happen by dropping another bomb? And Maximus mentioned before that the bombs dropped when he was a kid. So he's under the impression a bomb happened when he was a kid. Perhaps there was another bomb that happened when he was a kid. And the people in the vault wouldn't know about that. This music, I've heard that music before. I've never played any of the Fallout games, but that sounds like music I've heard before. It just sounds so familiar. I've probably heard it. It's probably been used in like something else before. I don't know, but I've never played any of the Fallout games.
It's a surface dweller tradition. It can get a little rambunctious for my taste.
Dude, there's so much good mystery to this show, man. It's insane. The government. Oh, I didn't even spell it right. They made their own little government here.
A Sorrel Booker.
Sorrel Booker?
I heard it was a ghoul that fucked up that super duper mark. Nobody told me it was the ghoul.
You a president now.
Don't see why not.
Well, then you might want to hire a publicist, because this is the first I'm hearing about this outfit. Now, what I am hearing is a whole lot of chatter about some woman, name of Moldava.
They call her the Flame Mother. Now that bitch is dangerous.
When it comes to leadership these days, dangerous is what they call a prerequisite.
You know why these boys brought you in?
Cause I fucked up a poor defenseless gang-affiliated organ dealership.
Yep.
He's not even denying about it, you know. He didn't do it. He's just, I guess he indirectly caused it. Oh, shit!
Why do you have this picture on your wall?
That's Moldava.
That's not how I remember her at all.
I want to know how he knows Moldava. Ain't no way she was alive all the way back here, unless she's a ghoul. That's the thing. I'm not. Maybe I'm getting the timelines wrong. I don't think I am. It said 200 years, right? They're just lighting candles. I don't know what they're doing. The music is building up like something's about to happen. I don't know, man. It's really intense. What are they doing? Wait, why are they getting naked? What? Okay. I don't think Lucy's gonna follow suit with that. Maybe she is. Oh, she just... What is going on?
Flame Mother, we remember.
Flame Mother, as in like...
Bring back the past as we remember.
Wait, they mentioned Flame Mother before. Did they call someone Flame Mother? It wasn't Moldava, was it?
By covering ourselves in their ashes.
Their ashes? Oh. What?
Yeah, who's that?
No, no, no. You're not drinking blood, are you? What the fuck? Is that... Oh, it's Moldava. Oh. It is. But how is she... So... And she recognizes her. What the fuck is going on?
We need to talk.
Yeah. Yeah, he's so happy.
You were right about this place.
No. You were right. Check this out. These are called oysters?
Completely changed.
They make you feel so good. You want to make my cock explode now?
No, Titus. No, we need to leave. Right now. These people are insane.
Yeah, they're like you, a little weird.
I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to go back on our deal and just be somewhere that is good and safe. But this isn't it.
They gave me a robe. And slippers.
That's to make you feel safe. Dude, the build up to that reveal that they were basically worshiping Moldava, that's such a good, oh my god, that was so good. The music and everything. Oh, she's going to 12. Oh. What the hell is it gonna be? You're gonna get yourself killed. What the, is that one of the monsters? It looks dead though. What do they call it? The guppy or something? The gulpy? Okay, it's a lab. They're probably testing on stuff down here, right? What the fuck? It's in that tub thing. What the fuck? What is coming out of her? And they're killing her. They look like fish. All right, what the fuck, man? A lot of stuff involving pregnant women. Cryotech. Oh, they're in cryostasis. Oh, there's someone back there. Lucy, you're gonna get yourself killed. Oh, it's the two-nosed guy. Double nose.
Glad you're all right. I saw the door was open, I worried one of you might have gotten out.
Oh, yeah, that's realistic. It's hard to move without making noise. Oh, he knew there was someone in there. I love how realistic that is, because that's something that always bugs me in movies and shows, when like characters can sneak around so easily without making noise. That's a very hard thing to do. Oh. Oh. Oh, shit.
You're crazy! Your entire culture is insane!
I'm sure if we came to your home, we would say the same thing.
He's just sitting there watching waterfalls on the TV. Oh my god. Fucking hell, man. This show's insane. Oh, man. Okay, the thing that's confusing me, and it's probably not something I should be confused about, because there's probably an explanation to it we just simply haven't gotten yet. But to my understanding, I remember there being a 200-year gap or something along the lines of 200 years, could be longer than that, from when the bombs first dropped and started basically everything, right? Till the current present moment. So the only reason people like Cooper is still alive is because he's a ghoul. So they work differently. They have longer lifespans, I guess. I'm assuming that's going on there. And so he's been able, and also he was buried in under like drugs for a while. So there was probably reasons why would have allowed him to live that long, right? But as far as I know, Moldaver didn't look like a ghoul. So either she is one, or she's something else entirely, or maybe she was one and she was able to get like a new nose or something to make herself not look. Maybe she got like makeup on herself or something to make herself not look like a ghoul. Because I'm assuming they all have that same look to them, but I guess maybe not. I'm really curious to learn more about that, but it seems like there's just a lot of shit going on here that's really interesting. So she was the person that Coop was meeting with at the that guy wanted her to meet there, or wanted him to meet. And hold on, I need a drink of water. Throat was getting so dry. I needed that sip of water. And now this Vault 4 is worshiping her as some sort of, what they call her, the sun god or something, fire mother. Mother Fire, I don't know. It was something like that. When they first said that, I was like, oh, they're talking about Moldaver, I think, because I remember them referring to her as that in a previous episode. Someone referred to her as that. And so that's really interesting. And they clearly want some sort of bloodshed to happen in order to bring back Shady Sands. I'm not sure exactly what that entails, but just the amount of like interesting mysteries going on here, and there's stuff in the past and there's stuff in the present. There's so many answers we still don't have yet, and I think all of it feels so well written, and even just the conversations this episode, like even as simple as Coop and his wife just having a talk, like they were talking about some really interesting shit, and I felt like there wasn't one very obvious side there, because on one hand, they're creating these vaults in order to inevitably stop or inevitably save some people, probably not a lot, and obviously that's not what happened. You know, they weren't able to fit everyone in the vaults, so they just ended up having certain people in them, and they're creating those in order to, you know, save civilization. So if the bombs do drop, if the nuclear war does happen, people can live. But on the other hand, you can also see it as, well, they're also profiting off of the paranoia of people, and perhaps they don't even believe it's going to happen themselves, but they know if they're able to make a lot, they can definitely make a lot of money off of it, because fear is a big thing. If there was a nuclear war being, you know, out in public, like people were worried it was going to happen, like, you know, a lot. I know people talk about that today, even in our world, but I feel like it's not as, let's say like 20 years from now, let's say it's like a really big thing. That's like, okay, it could definitely happen, and it's a high chance. I could definitely see companies doing that. And would people pay as much money as they own to try to reserve a spot in them? Hell yeah, they would. I'm sure a lot of people would do that if they had the money for it, just based on the paranoia alone. They want to keep their family safe. They want to stay alive. So they're going to do it. And maybe these companies, and the conversations here that they were having is like, well, what if it doesn't happen? Like, are people still going to be wanting to purchase that position? Or are you more likely to get people to buy into this if it's even more inevitable that it's going to happen. So they got to keep it going, because if there's some sort of peace treaty created between these countries that are at war, which they have been very vague about, like what's actually going on with this. It all sounds like the Cold War. It sounds like bring up the whole Reds, the communist stuff. So it probably is involving just that. But like if there is some sort of peace treaty, some sort of negotiation made, like, are people going to want to be spending their money on the vaults anymore? No, because there's no paranoia there. So what they were talking about there is that they got to keep it going. They got to keep this war going, and that shows how far greed can go. That shows how far a company can go to try to make sure they get profits as much as possible. Just because, even if that means delaying peace, you know what I mean, and delaying freedoms. And those conversations were interesting. And then Coop's sitting there like, well, all these new rules about the vaults keep coming up, stuff like not allowing dogs in there. And he feels like those vaults are just they're not going to be able to be free in them. And he'd rather just live out somewhere else and just enjoy life. And if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And I thought that conversation was really interesting. And then even just later on, there was just a conversation between whether you should let in surface dwellers into your vaults. And obviously Vault 33 did not do that. Neither did 32 or 31, at least as far as we know. I mean, I don't know, shit happened there that we don't really know about too much yet, but 33 never did at the very least, or at least that was the rule. But 4 does. And it's interesting because if they have the room for it, if they have the supplies for it, you might think, oh, well, you might as well. But then again, could that be what led to a lot of people there having certain mutations because they were letting in people that, the radiation was then now coming in? I don't know. That's a possibility, because as far as we know, nobody in Vault 33 had any sort of exposure to radiation at all. Like that just hasn't happened because nobody's left. So that all was really interesting. And then we learned that there's a lot of other stuff going on there with Vault 4. It's so interesting. There's only 2 more episodes. Can't wait to see how it's going to wrap up. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you'd like to see a full uncut reaction, that'll be my Patreon. Links to that will be in the description. Peace out, everyone.